She traveled to Zanzibar many times, alone, not because he was busy, but because for 2 years his Senegalese passport kept getting declined. When we finally met there 3 years ago, it was his first time. We had each secured 2 plots on the island to invest and build in hospitality. Same dream, same island, but different border reality. She is Polish with a German passport, got visa on arrival, Hakuna Matata at the border. He looks like every Zanzibari we met, yet he was the one kept out. They told me they even hired a lawyer. Only then did he get the visa, just to visit a place where he looked like everyone around us. Hearing that, I felt so ashamed, and I asked myself, how can a European passport holder get instant access and unlock opportunity while Africans struggle to enter and invest on our own continent? Mind you, when Africans can't travel, opportunity can't either. This is why a borderless Africa isn't politics to me. It's entrepreneurs investing and building businesses across 54 markets without 100 stamps. Students crossing borders to study. Families reuniting without fear. It's our continent finally making it easy for its own people. November 15 is when the Berlin-Congo Conference opened in 1884. Lines were drawn across Africa by colonial powers without Africans in the room. But this November 15, we choose a different story. One of unity, mobility, and progress. I'm heading to the African Union headquarters in Addis Ababa this week to participate in the Forum on Borderless Africa, organized by Africans Rising. A pan-African movement of people and organizations working towards unity, justice, peace, and dignity for all Africans and people of African descent. I am so honored to be involved, lend my voice and my work to this powerful campaign. Listen, the old lines were about division. Our lines should be roads, rails, and trade routes, not walls. If this resonates with you, please click the link in my bio to sign the petition. Share this reel with one friend who also believes Africans should move freely. Listen, momentum matters this week. Every signature amplifies the message in the room on November 15th and helps push for policies that fuel economic growth, trade, youth mobility, tourism, and cultural exchange on the continent. I'll be sharing behind-the-scenes moments with you, on the ground updates, and give space to ask questions so you are not just watching, you are walking right beside me. Last weekend, I flew to Addis Ababa to participate in the Forum on Borderless Africa at the African Union and met brilliant creators from across the continent. Beautiful souls with big visions. Together with Africans Rising, we are pushing for one simple promise. Free movement for Africans and people of African descent to unlock trade, tourism, culture, and dignity. On my last day, I came here to a cemetery most people have never heard of. Final home to Ethiopians and to foreigners who left deep marks on this country's history. Within it, there is a quieter separate section, the War Cemetery. Row after row of young men from British colonies, Gold Coast, known today as Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Sudan, Africans who fought on Ethiopian soil against the Italian occupation, defending an empire that was not their own, strangers in life, neighbors in death. Walking that section, reading names of the fallen soldiers from across our continent resting side by side, hit me hard. It was a powerful reminder that in death, there are no borders. Their names sit together like the Africa we want and deserve, a continent where our movement isn't blocked by visas and walls. What shocked me most, among the notable graves here, rests the legendary Colonel John Robinson, an African-American aviator, father of the Tuskegee Airmen, and believer in the decolonization of Africa and the unity of all African people and their descendants. When fascist Italy invaded Ethiopia in World War II, Robinson volunteered to assist Ethiopia and became the commander of the Ethiopian Air Force, trained Ethiopian Air Force pilots, transported soldiers and supplies to the war front. Because of this, he earned the nickname the Brown Condor of Ethiopia. Later, he even helped with the founding of Ethiopia's national airline. And yet, even with Ethiopia's legacy of solidarity, even after so much Pan-African sacrifice, millions of our people still can't move freely across our continent. We can do better. If these men could cross borders to fight side by side for a future they'd never fully see, then our generation must finish what they started and build the borderless Africa they deserve. Join us and sign the petition for a borderless Africa now.